Greetings, royal family, and welcome to another message by the Honorable Yahweh Beit Nun Sophie Yahweh. Now, royal family, this message was taught many years ago by the Honorable Yahweh and is being presented to you today by Yahweh's royal priesthood. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Visit us at Yahweh's royal priesthood, www.yahweh144000.com. And also, royal family, join us at the University of Yahweh, where classes are designed for the Godhead. Visit us at www.universityofyahweh.org. Also, royal family, listen to our weekly podcasts by the University of Yahweh, found on most podcast platforms. We look forward to you being there as well. Enjoy, royal family.
It's a sad thing to watch people come and follow me and then take somebody else as their focus. You know how people can take other folk as their focus? That's how some people leave here. In other words, if a man is here and he falls in love with a woman, even if he comes first, he start worshiping this woman, then the woman leave. You'll watch him leave. All you do is hang around. He'll be pretending he's strong. He'll be clapping and screaming Yahweh and dancing, and then you look around and you don't see him. Say, what happened to the brother? Go where the woman is. You'll find him wherever she is. If she go to China, he'll be catching a slow boat to China. See, a Love Jones is a bad fella. Boy, when you get hooked up on this thing, loving the creature, boy, it's mean. It'll make it, folk be killing folk and committing suicide. I mean, they have all kind of old crazy ideas. Just go stupid. I'm right on time. I'm right on time. When you're in love with Yahweh, and I tell a truth like this, it makes you rejoice. You see, if you can't rejoice, then you're guilty. And if you're guilty, you can't enter heaven. It means you're not doing enough. Hey, that's right. I said you're not doing enough. I mean, can you imagine a man wants to be a slave to a woman? Hey, baby, why don't you just treat me like you do the dog? Honest to goodness, I heard that in my life. I'm telling you the truth. With my own two ears, I really have. I heard it more than once, too. I heard it a lot. Hey, look, heifer, just treat me like you do the dog. And the woman be carrying it through hell, so she turn around and act like she don't know how she treat the dog. She makes sure she asks him, well, what you mean? See, I can't build heaven with that kind of mentality. Man want to be treated like a dog. How can I build heaven with him? I feel sorry for any man that is looking for love from a woman. I feel sorry for you. I taught you in the beginning you're a chump. And no woman can respect you when you seeking her love. Especially if her love is on Yahweh. She can only respect you if your love is on Yahweh. So that's the only one that matters is Yahweh. You fighting a losing cause trying to get a woman that's in love with me to love you. That's the way it is. Now, if you're looking at the man, if I look like a man, you better close your eyes. See, then you'll understand. You won't be confused if you close your eyes. Because I mean that. I don't care if it's my mama, auntie, or cousin. I don't care who she is. If you don't love Yahweh, above all, if you're not willing to forsake, and I know, see, I already know some of y'all looking at me funny, like I'm making this up. Now I got to go. Who? Luke 14:26. We got to go with the books. Because somebody will be walking out here and say, you know what Yahweh say? Talking about my woman got to love him. Luke 14:26. Read.
If any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yea, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple.
Now, see, if a man love Yahweh, then he got to love this word right here. And if you don't want to go with this, you're not in love with Yahweh. You just well pack your satchel and get on out of here now. Because you'll never accomplish your evil purpose in my midst. Because see, if you think evil, if you're digging a ditch of evil for one of my children, that includes my daughters, you gonna fall in it. I guarantee you that. Now there's another one say, unless you forsake houses. Matthew 19. How do you get off? You forget the word. See, you be more interested in somebody loving you instead of me. Matthew 19:29. Read.
And everyone that hath forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake, shall receive an hundredfold, and shall inherit everlasting life.
Now you can either go for it or go against it. I go for it. I live like this. Anybody want to get out of hand? Get on out of hand. Because I've already forsaken everybody but Yahweh. And yet I come to you with a message of salvation. What am I saying when I say I have forsaken you already? All this stuff. It means I'm not attached. That's what. None of these folk can play on me. You understand the mystery? You can't play on my emotions. You can't lay that on me. See, whatever you got as a game that you want to lay down, then it can't be perfect. Yeah, it's not perfect. Because I put on charity. I put on charity. The bond of perfection. That's what I have put on. I'm generous. So see, you can't hook me into none of this. You can't threaten me with taking none of it. Well, I'll leave. As far as I'm concerned, you've never been here. Pack up. Hear that? See, I'm independent like that. I can't help myself. I'll never let you treat me like a dog. I don't want to be treated like no dog. See, I'm kingly. I'm the king of kings. I know what I have to have. You see, when you become charitable, you become kingly. Therefore, no woman or group of women can exalt me. Righteousness exalts a nation. I know what it takes to be exalted. And I don't need a woman to be exalted. I need a man. And whether you be male or female, you too need the same man I need. And see, I know who the man is. You might forget who the man is. But see, I'm here to tell you the man's name is Yahweh. Praise God. See, there's only one thing that all the women on the planet Earth can do for me. You better hear me well. I said, there's only one thing that all the women on the planet Earth can do for me. One thing. Anybody want to know what that is? Love Yahweh. If she love Yahweh, she'll do me good all the days of my life. I don't even worry about the rest of it. I got the rest of it. Yeah, see, a woman can't play those games on me. And I love women. All my women know what I'm talking about. All my sisters here understand my message. Every one of you. And you love me dearly because I love Yahweh. And I teach you who to love. See? No woman should want to live with a man that treat her like a dog. Treat me like you do the dog. Man, give a dog the bone, no meat on it. I don't want dog food for my meal. Fleas for my companions. Got the message? So, if you want to be strong and stay on course, then you'll seek your pleasure from Yahweh. That'll put you back on track if you want to be on track. Otherwise, you find yourself skating on out of here. That's a promise. It's not a threat, that's a promise. It's all about Yahweh. Can you imagine coming here, finding me, find one of my daughters, fall in love with my daughter, and want her to serve you? See, that's what it turns out to be. You want my daughter to worship you instead of Yahweh. Yeah, I mean, who are you to be pleased by her? What have you done for her to treat you good? Huh? Are you perfect? Are you perfect? Did Yahweh say be perfect? Well, she's not going to respect you until you get to be perfect. I'm talking about those who are servant-minded. I mean, I know I have some women in here that worship men. That's their problem. That's tough, and they're not happy either. There's not a woman in this building that's worshiping a man that's happy. Because every time another sister look at him, she gets unhappy. I know I'm right. Somebody be brave and stand up and be counted and tell me that when a woman worships a man, she doesn't get unhappy when he look at somebody else. Sitting looking at him, I saw her. I'll kill that heifer. Heifer, I'll kill you. I mean, how you gonna be killers? No killer can go to heaven. She said, well, you'll never enjoy heaven with my husband. I know that. Not that I can have anything to do with it. Yeah. I'm right on time with everybody. See, to enter heaven, you have to be charitable. You have to be generous. When you start worshiping a man, you love him today and won't speak to him tomorrow. I mean, you're in love with the man and quit speaking to him. What kind of love is that? Quit speaking to your brother. Normally, do anything for him. Anything, baby. That's when she's trying to get you, brother. It's anything. See, I told you about that anything word. That anything, everything word is boy, that's a whip. You have to be generous. And we went into generosity last week. Would you turn to your dictionary and let's look at that again? Have you had enough tonight? I'm talking about this great city. Holy Jerusalem. New Jerusalem. Do you want to live in such an environment? You have to qualify to live in this environment. You can't put on white and slip in. Yeah, a lot of folks put on white, but they won't be going in. They separate themselves. Because see, what I'm teaching is so high that the average person now, he can't understand where I'm coming from anyway. You have to be above average to appreciate what I'm saying. Right? You being here now, it's like in a mystery, you know. You were happy as long as I was talking about the white man. Yeah, I mean, you were just hanging off the rafters. Love to hear that war talk. You know, oh, wow. I've given you the biggest battle you have on earth. And that's to kill the satanic mind within you. Kill off the old man that inhabits you. Put on a new man. That's the biggest war you got going. Get rid of your evil, wicked thoughts. Huh? I'm giving you the real fight. Be born again. Give up your wicked ways that you be thinking you doing in the dark and getting away with. You're not. I'm telling you that you're not. You got to put on charity.
Generosity, readiness or liberality in giving.
Liberality in giving. Some have studied the word. From liberality comes liberate. And it's incredible what some have discovered in the Bible's Interpreter's Dictionary. Keep studying. It's a great reward. You get to find out who I am, don't you? It's written right there. Go ahead, baby.
Freedom from meanness.
Wait a minute. Freedom from being mean. How many know what mean is? Look, I just don't understand meanness. Look it up for me. I want to understand. You can't enter heaven unless you're free from meanness. And so anything that keep me from entering heaven that's within my power to change it, I want to know about it. Huh? Mean.
Mean. Inferior in grade.
What? Inferior? A mean person is inferior in grade. You know, grades is like degrees. You know, from low quality to high quality. A person that is mean, his mind is inferior in grade, in quality. And he's bound Because generosity says you are free you're free. That means no longer bound. Meanness binds you. And nobody bound can enter heaven. You're all tied up, you can't walk in. Come on.
Mean, inferior in grade, quality, or character.
Hold it, look at that, Yahweh. Inferior in quality, inferior in character. In order to enter heaven, you have to be free from an inferior character. Now, that means I have to learn something about character. And until you can study like I present this to you, then you don't know how to study. I'm the master of study. I'm a master student. Simultaneously, I'm the master teacher. Simultaneously, I am the preceding all that follows. You've never been taught like this. If I have a fault, a weakness in my character, and that's going to keep me bound, and it's going to keep me from entering heaven, I want to know about what character is. Because if I don't understand it, I can't straighten it out. If I don't understand it, I'll never get rid of my inferiority. I'll always be of an imperfect grade. And I'm to be perfect. Above all things, above all things, above all that you learn. See, whatever you learn, it's not enough. Above all things. Did y'all remember reading that in Colossians? You have to do what? Put on charity. Charity is put on generosity. And generosity means you have to be free from being mean. Mean means you have to be free from an inferior quality, free from an inferior grade, free from an inferior character. Character. I'm free from everything. That's how I can direct your attention to all of this. Yes.
Character, the aggregate of features and traits that form the individual nature of some person or thing. One such feature or trait, characteristic, moral or ethical quality. Qualities of honesty, courage, or the like. Integrity, reputation, good repute. An account of the qualities or peculiarities of a person or thing. A formal statement from an employer concerning the qualities and habits of a former servant or employee. Reference, status or capacity. A person, especially with reference to behavior or personality. An odd or eccentric person. A person represented in a drama, story, etc. A formal character sketch or descriptive analysis of a particular human virtue or vice as represented in a person or type. A part or role as in a play, motion picture, or the like. Any trait, function, structure, or substance of an organism resulting from the effect of one or more genes as modified by the environment. A significant visual mark or symbol. A symbol as used in a writing system as a letter of the alphabet. The symbols of a writing system collectively. Any symbol as a number or letter that represents information and when encoded is usable by a machine. A pattern of ones and zeros representing the relationship of positive and negative pulses in a computer. A style of writing or printing. In or out of character, in or out of harmony with one's nature or disposition, representing or portraying a marked or distinctive personality type, to engrave, inscribe, to portray, describe. That's it.
If you are inferior in any of what you have just heard describing and defining character, you can't enter heaven. If you're inferior in integrity, if you are inferior in morality, you can't enter this great city. You will not qualify to enter New Jerusalem. Now, you can qualify by learning how not to be mean. And being mean is to be inferior in character. Now, I want you all to write down character, and we're going to study character again next week. I'm going into character tonight, but I know I'm going to have to stop, or we'll just be here all night, and we still will not have covered character. But since I'm coming from heaven, with heaven, to establish heaven, in a hellish environment, I have to find and identify those who want to be my servants of integrity. I am come to identify you who want to be servants of superior character. I'm come to identify you who want to be servants of morality. A rectitudinal servant. You're a rare person to want to be good. And what I'm demonstrating tonight is if you're bad, you won't be able to hide. You can't be bad and you can't be mean without revealing yourself to everybody who studies meanness. Now, we discovered tonight meanness is more than what we thought it was. We thought meanness was a frown on somebody's face who spoke biting words. Someone who spoke harshly to us in an unkind manner, we call them mean. You are mean. You see, I asked the last devil who was interviewing me, why are you so mean? Now you understand what I was telling them. She was demonstrating inferior character. Yeah, she had no integrity. She was a dishonest person. The interviewer was dishonest. Her nature was a defect. She had a defective nature. I always ask more than you understand I'm asking. And you just think you understood. Because see, if you'd understood when you saw that interview, you'd have jumped all on that. But you took it another kind of way too. Because I took charge of the interview and I had her laughing and she tried to say she was really a good person, but that was a lie. Demonstratively, as they say, demonstrative. It was just a lie. And you can't be a liar and live in Holy Jerusalem, the great city, New Jerusalem. You that love good are attracted to what I'm saying tonight. You are attracted to what I'm saying. You that don't love good and don't see any hope of your changing to become good, you are bound by your meanness. I'm here to set you free. And you can only become free through 2 Timothy 2:15. Study and take on a new desire. See, I'm not here to condemn you, I'm here to show you how to get free from meanness. And you certainly don't have time to concentrate on somebody else's meanness. You have your own problems. No wonder some people may not treat you with the respect you want. You're too mean. You're bound with meanness. Sometimes you show people that you want to love you that you're a liar. You'll give a date for finishing something and you don't finish it when you say you will. That makes you a liar. Your character is deficient. You have an inferior character. And you want somebody to love you and treat you good and be kind to you when you're a liar. You don't give a damn about finishing nothing on time. Not only for them, but me either. So not only is the person not respecting you, but I don't. How do you think other people are going to treat you good when I don't respect you? I don't respect a mean character. Only I'm straightforward. See, I'll tell you up front, head up, and you can decide that what you've been doing, not enough. I don't care what you did yesterday. You're going to have to be perfect today. I don't care what sacrifices you made up until now. You better be self-sacrificing from now on if you want to enter heaven. Otherwise, it'll never be enough. Truth is like a two-edged sword. Cuts going and coming. You have an inferior character. Yahweh has a perfect character. Matthew 5:48 has already told you what you must do. It'll never be enough unless you be perfect like Yahweh is. So I want you to be like me. So what you have to do? You're going to have to learn how. So I'm not here to condemn you. I'm here to show you how. And until you learn how to be perfect, don't be asking someone to look up to you. Only a foolish person will look up to you. when you are bound by meanness. You are a mean character. And then you want to accuse somebody else of being mean to you. You the mean one. That's why you want to point the finger. You don't want people to look at how mean you are. I just gave you the definition of mean. Huh? You're inferior. You are not a generous person. You're not charitable. And above all things, you got to have charity. The only way you can be charitable is be generous. The only way you can be generous is be free from meanness. Come on now. All right, come on now. You just, yeah, come on. You know, sometimes I wish, and wishing is generally futile. Sometimes I wish, not that I want to go back, because I don't. Going through what I went through once was enough. I wouldn't want to repeat my childhood for all the money in the world. Not me. You might want to repeat some stuff. I can think of a bunch of stuff I don't want to repeat. I already made it through. Thank you, Yahweh. Todah, Yahweh, I made it to this point. I don't want to repeat nothing I went through. But still, you know, when you fantasize, sometimes you wish, you know, so I say, boy, fantasy, wow. Sometimes I wish I had been taught like this from a child. How many of you wish you had been taught like this from a child? Well, you are that child tonight. If I let you live in Wishville, you'll never get straight today. You'll always be talking about, well, it's too late for me. I should have got this when I was a child. But see, you're never too old, because Abraham was 99 years old when he met Yahweh. And then Yahweh turned around and told him at 99, be perfect. I mean, can you imagine living 99 years before you find out you're supposed to be perfect? Well, your life been a mess. What I'm teaching you tonight is your inheritance. Yes, it is. Start back up at the top with character. Let's go into that for a second here.
Character.
Excuse me, everybody know what you're supposed to study this week? See, you've been studying charity, Yahweh University? See, I know you have plenty to do now. In case you thought you didn't have anything to do, now you know you have plenty to do. You back on track. See, I know you got your notebooks in here tonight, you got your Bible, and you got your pencils, and you know you need your synonym finders, and you need everything you can get hold to get free from meanness. Because see, I know all of you came to me except the babies. You came here mean, bound by meanness. Huh? Right. I'm going to set you free, though. Yes, I am. While you young. It may be harder on us old folk, but see, that's the price we pay. For getting old, it means we ought to be able to make a better judgment about the matter. Huh? The older we are, the more sense we ought to have in making some changes. Character.
Character. The aggregate of features and traits that form the individual.
Hold it. See, aggregate. You know, aggregate means the sum total. The whole conditions that establish your traits as a personality. Go ahead.
The aggregate of features and traits that form the individual nature.
Form your nature. That's why I have told you for years I'm the reformer, the reformer. You have been formed outside of your nature. You suffered from Genesis chapter 1. You were without form and void of your true nature. Darkness is where your mind rests. But I'm here tonight moving up on the face. Of the depths of your mind to give order out of your earthliness and raise your mind to a heavenly state. And that's what we're looking at tonight. Your very nature. You've been without form and void of character, the character of Yahweh. The character that you have had up till now has been the character of your enemy. All your education, all that you've been doing in life is not from Yahweh. It's from the rulers of this world. Look at the results of what the rulers of this world teach. I don't have to go into that, do I? You should be an expert in all the problems of this world. I could stand you up and you'll sound like you're the son of God for a little while, talking about the problem. It's hardly anyone in here that can't stand up and preach on the problems. Where'd you learn all these problems? Who set all these problems in motion? Satan, my opponent, my opposer, the one who was against me. He knew I was coming. So he didn't prepare you to meet me. He prepared your mind not to know me when I come. And I've come to you and you have not known me. Why? Because your mind has been trained and programmed not to recognize perfection. Righteous character. Your mind has never been programmed to recognize integrity. And the wisdom of the Creator has never been a pleasure or treasure to you. And you didn't get it in church or from your politicians or from your educational institutions, from your businesses, nor from your socialization. You have been totally void of good. So my enemy knew I was coming from among you as the Spirit of truth. You programmed to love songs to the creature rather than songs to the Creator. It's a program. You're programmed to go the opposite of what it takes to have all the material things of the world without sorrow, without worry, and without a problem in getting it. You're programmed against the simplicity of acquiring wealth. It's so simple. It's so simple. Being rich is simple. But you've been programmed even after you are told the solution. Your mind is so brainwashed, you'll walk around the solution and try to get it yourself. So what you do is end up putting materialism in front of the one that made it and who gives you the solution of how to get it without a problem. I'm here representing the maker, the creator of all material things, demonstrating in my life that if you seek the kingdom of Yahweh first, all that you seek or desire, you don't have to even desire it. Yeah, that's what's so fantastic. You don't have to desire material things. It will just be added to you. And added means there's a time span. So it doesn't mean it will come to you in one day, in your days. And if you get it right, your children will never have to fight for it. You'll have an automatic inheritance for them. And a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. Now, we've been so brainwashed that we think an inheritance is $1 million. So we work hard and we plan our lives around making $1 million to leave to our mean children. You want to leave all this money to a mean child. An inferior character. Guess what your inferior children are going to do with the $1 million that you left and went to the ground? Huh? Figuring if you left them this money, all would be well. You wasted your time. You just as well not have left it. Do it if you want to, but it's still a waste. If your child is bound by meanness, an inferior character, inferior in morality, then he's going to go for the weak things, the low class things, the low value, the low grade. He'll go get a low grade woman. He'll go live a low grade life. Huh? He'll go for the drugs and the alcohol and all the things that you gave up to get the money. He's going to go get it and blow it. He can't help it unless he has character. If he has character, righteous character, then your son will leave the wealth you have. He'll add to it and leave it to your grandson. And your grandson will add to what you have and your son had and leave it to your great grandson. You can rest assured that your family, with character, with integrity, with morality, will have an accumulated wealth forever by seeking the kingdom of heaven. That's what I'm here to do. I'm not here to make no nigger rich. I'm not. I'm watching people come to me now. They want to borrow from me. Yeah, they want me to set them up in business. See, they're attracted to my prosperity, but they're not attracted to how I got prosperous. Check it out. I mean, they want a shortcut. What I went through, what I'm going through to be rich, they don't want to walk that path. They just want me to turn loose the money. Well, I'm smart enough to seek the kingdom of heaven first, so I'm smart enough to turn you down. Because see, I know you mean. You talk good, but you really mean. I got it. I got you right here. How you gonna hide? You told me you good, but I'm watching you be mean. You have an inferior character. Then how you gonna come to me talking about you good with an inferior character? down straight. There are no shortcuts to the kingdom of heaven. Can you see it? But see, I'm here as a witness. Don't I look good to you? Huh? Don't I look like I'm free? I'm free. I don't care. See, I don't care what nobody is trying to do to me. I'm free. I'm free from meanness. I'm a marvel. People who are mean to me, I'm generous to them. I'm generous toward them. What does that mean? That means I present morality to them. No matter how mean they may present themselves to me, I present integrity to them. I don't care how scheming, conniving, and crooked a person comes to me, I present honesty to them. I don't care how low grade a person comes to me. I present superior character because I'm high class. I know what I am. And what it means is that you with an inferior mind can have no effect on my superior mind. I'm in control. And you know it. You know when you come into my presence, the more you come around me and the more you hear me teach, the more inferior you realize you are in relationship to me. Now I want you to be perfect, and I'm here to teach you how to be perfect, but until you become perfect, you're not. And I am. Now you may have to get this tape and listen to that again, but see, when you listen to it again, it'll still make sense to you. Oh, I'm so happy that Yahweh is teaching me how to get free from meanness. That's the only way I can be generous, is to be free from meanness. So my nature, I have a new nature. I was born with your nature. So you can't tell me that you cannot change your nature. I changed mine. That's why I come as the seed of Abraham, is just to prove to you that I could be born just like you and overcome the wicked one. And though he gave me a wicked nature, he taught me a wicked nature. Yet I am overcome. I have overcome the wicked nature I was given and taught and trained and brainwashed to have. And I'm here to help you overcome. I'm here to stand as a witness that you can overcome the nature you've been given and take on a new nature. And that all things, whatever material, is going to be added to you in this great city. New Jerusalem. It's your inheritance. This new character is your inheritance. This new nature belongs to you. Come on.
Character. One such feature or trait. Characteristic. Moral or ethical quality.
Moral or ethical qualities. Now, I've given you a word, moral. I gave you a lot of definitions of morality, right? Being rectitudinal, upright, good, honest, honorable, just, chaste, virtuous, good character, open, Huh? Exhibiting right conduct, exhibiting the nature of Yahweh. So I've given you 28 of my moral attributes, which is to become a part of your character. That's your inheritance. And it's not just the words. See, each of those words carry definitions like generosity is carried, or charity. This word generous comes from the word charity. And above all things, you must have charity. You must put on charity. It's the bond of perfection. One more. Integrity. No. I've given you moral, give me integrity. You've been living another people's character, designed to keep you from entering the great city, Holy Jerusalem. See, they design a character for you that'll prevent you from entering heaven. And all the time you want to be in heaven, and you strive to be in heaven, and you go to church hoping you get to heaven, and you don't learn how anywhere on earth. I'm the only one teaching you how. Give me integrity. You must have integrity. Give it to me.
Integrity, adherence to moral and ethical principles.
Adherence. What is adherence? Some of y'all have looked up adherence. You sound like it. You sure sound like it. To adhere to something is to stick to it, huh? Stick closely. Be like a disciple. I mean, it's never out of your mind, never out of your sight, never out of your consciousness. To what? Moral principles. Okay, you can turn back. Stick closely to. Let it become a part of you. It's stuck to you. Integrity, moral principles. Huh? Principles. Principle. Yeah. As spelled, there's two principles. As spelled right there with integrity. I'm asked to stick to it. How can I stick to something I don't know what it is? I'm asked to stick closely to moral principles. I know I have a sense of morality now. What about principles? I know I'm told in morality to be principled.
Principle, an accepted or professed rule of action or conduct, a basic law, axiom, or doctrine, a personal or specific basis of conduct or operation, a guiding sense of the requirements and obligations of right conduct, a characteristic form of composition or organization, method of operation, an originating or actuating agency or force, a constituent of a substance, especially one giving to it some distinctive quality or effect.
Think about that. That's what you have to study. You have to study all of that. I was talking to someone giving counsel today, and I said, I'm the best friend you're ever going to have. And then, of course, I said, you'll have to study friend. And they hollered, I know what it means. It means I got to go study F. I got to study every letter. I got to study where I say, right. Otherwise, you don't know what I said to you. Have I given you enough to do for this week? Think I can, beside the work you do you think when you get off work, I've given you enough to study? Have I challenged your intellect enough? Then you don't have time to have a negative thought. Not if you follow my course for the week. Take my yoke upon you and learn of my divine mind. I think tonight you'll have to admit my mind is more divine than yours.